The estate agent said, scope to extend, subject to planning. That's a sentence that's ruined more property purchases than anything else I've seen in the last 25 years. Because it sounds like the green light to go, but it isn't. I'm Paul from Lightbox, an architectural technologist with 30 years experience in construction, architecture and extending homes. You're not buying the house as it is, you're buying the property as you imagine it. That's with the kitchen extension, the loft conversion, the walls already knocked through and the garden room with the garden or landscape. The survey tells you what the condition of the property is at the moment. The mortgage valuation tells the lender whether the property is actually worth it. Your solicitor tells you who owns it, but nobody tells you whether what your plan is actually doable. And the estate agent who said it's got loads of potential is not the person to ask. So what actually kills people's plans? Well, it could be that permitted development rights have already been removed, which is common on like new build estates. It might be there's an Article 4 direction in place and you have no automatic rights for permitted development or to extend your home. So more than half the garden space has already been built on, and so that rules out any chance of your extension. Or you're in a conservation area or the building is listed, which is a completely different set of rules. One that I see is quite common is you've got a public sewer that runs through the property exactly where you want to build your extension. So that now means that you need permission from the local water authority. And it might be then that your extension isn't viable because of the position of where the pipe is. There might be protected trees with a TPO order that means you can't build the extension anywhere near them, or it makes it financially unviable to build. So the loft has no usable head height, which means you can't convert the loft and create that extra room. An existing extension that's been built already that hasn't been signed off by either planning or building control, and now you've bought the property, you've inherited the problem. And the one that nobody mentions is the ceiling price on the street. So you can spend that £80,000 on your extension, but you're never going to get it back. So what you actually get from me, a 30-minute online consultation one-to-one with me. You send me the addresses and what you want to do to the property beforehand, and I'll give you the answer. I'll tell you whether the property that you're buying is actually worth it in terms of whether you can actually extend and do the things that you want to do to it. I'll tell you whether the thing that you're buying is actually achievable, and I'll tell you exactly how much it's going to cost. Not a builder scratching his head on your doorstep, but what the actual cost might be for your proposal. I'll tell you whether you should offer less based on what the work will actually cost you. And if the answer is no, I'll be honest with you. If it's not the right property for you, I will save you the time before you spend money on solicitors and searches. I'm not trying to sell you a job. I'm not on commission. I have no interest in whether you buy that property or not. I'm just giving you honest, professional advice. It's £130. And that could save you thousands, because any searches or legal fees that you pay, if it doesn't complete, they're gone. I'll save you from buying a house that you can't do anything with, because that's a mistake that you're going to have to live with probably the next 10 years. So book before you offer, not after. I'll put a link in the description for the booking. Make sure you get professional advice before you put that offer in on the property, to make sure it's the right one for you. Now, if you're liking the content today, then please don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one.